Well, there's always a lot going on in pop culture, so we brought in media personality Adri V, the go-getter, to break it down for us. Thanks for joining me, Adri.
Listen, I'm just happy to be here. It's the first of the month.
It's the first of the month.
And we're diving into this new month, ready for Christmas already.
I'm ready for Christmas.
Skip over Thanksgiving.
And we'll make it. No, guys, I'm a Thanksgiving baby. I was born Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, well, we're going to make sure we acknowledge Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. So
that's your
actually,
birthday.
this is the first of my birth month. Okay? All right, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about another hot girl.
Yes, okay. Real hot girl hottie. Out here sharing all her own tea in her new documentary. Talk about Meg Thee Stallion. It is called In Her Own Words. And the film captured a rapper, real name Megan Pete, dealing with grief, her mother and manager Holly Thomas, who death from cancer in 2019, and mental health issues that included suicidal thoughts. Now, the doc also includes the conviction of Tory Lanez after his sentence of 10 years in prison and shooting her during a roadside assault in 2020. But get this. Also in this documentary, she keeps spilling her own tea, which had me looking at her sideways.
Right?
Now, you don't sit down with Auntie Gayle King and lie.
No.
Yes, and what she lied about was that she was intimate with Tory Lanez.
So, you know what? Meg Thee Stallion. First of all, I'm gonna give you. We're gonna pull. We're gonna give her two things.
Yes.
One, I'm going to give her props because she's talking about important issues.
Absolutely.
And as someone in her at her level, it is important. She's gone through a lot of grief.
And to share your own story from your own perspective, because a lot of the times everyone has been sharing her story.
Right.
So I thought it was great that she decided to do it.
That was brave.
However,
if you're gonna lie, you got to take that to the grave.
Listen.
Okay? Because now we don't really. Now we're
like,
looking.
Meg,
you know.
why did you lie about doing that with that man?
And because now
you lied to Auntie Gayle King.
You can't do that.
Not to the Gayle King.
Not to Gayle King.
No,
Friends with Oprah.
Hello,
girl. Okay. Alrighty. Listen. It's cuffing season, right?
It's cuffing season, but people are choosing to uncuff.
Uncuff.
And when we say cuffing season, that means we're moving into the winter time where you want to be connected to somebody.
You need someone to cuddle.
You need someone to cuddle, to kind of just sip on the cocoa with. But it looks like that's not happening for Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz, because they recently called it quits right after, of course, being engaged for 3 years. And between the two, they're cooling it off right after the buzzy Blink Twice press tour wrapped up. Now, just imagine kind of like dying out of your relationship while the person you're working with is who directing you, because Zoe was the director. He was acting and she was also acting too. And so folks are saying they just decided they kind of grew out of love, taking some time away from each other. And I'm over here like...
First of all, I didn't even know they were together.
Listen, that was really good.
Until like a couple months ago.
Yes.
Then I found out they were engaged.
For 3 years.
For 3 years. And now this movie comes out and then they break off the engagement.
Yes.
You know what they say about publicity stunts.
Listen, sometimes it happens because now you want to go and watch the movie to see what was that romance like.
And I ain't mad at you.
Any kind of chemistry. So yeah, but I feel like they're going to get back together. They're going to spin the block and cuff back up because the winter is here.
Oh, okay.
That's my prediction.
Season is here. Okay, all righty. From the expert. Now, we know Snoop Dogg's best friend.
Listen.
Miss Marth Stewart.
Friend of the culture.
She is a friend of everybody.
Yes, she is. Now, listen, Marth Stewart just released her Netflix series. Well, I'll say not series. Netflix just released the anticipated documentary on Marth Stewart's life. And while it packed with several shocking revelations, Martha wasn't really thrilled about the way it was depicted, at least the second half of the film. She wasn't really feeling it. Now, she praised the beginning, saying it was amazing, but the last parts of it was lazy. And what she didn't like is that she felt like they really focused in on her legal woes, which we all want to know.
Yeah,
how did you come to this? You are this
happened?
mega star, creating billions, self-made woman. How you end up in jail? And she said the trial and the actual incarceration was less than 2 years of this 83-year life. It was actually considered a vacation to me.
Okay, you know what?
What, Martha?
First of all, she's 83, and she looks that good.
Looking good. I don't know who her people is for Botox and who her facial person is.
We gotta call them.
We need to contact her.
We need a documentary on that.
But in the documentary, she starts, she talks about her relationship with her ex-husband and how there was infidelity and how he was sleeping with somebody that actually she brought into the company, that she actually put into the house. Child, it was a lot. But she also, herself, cheated to kick it all off. So
everyone's being real honest
there's a
these
lot
days.
of honesty going on. I guess it is the policy.
It's
However,
like no one wants to keep things to themselves anymore.
for what? They said we're going to put it out there, get this money, make a documentary, and make people watch. So watch the documentary. It was absolutely good. I enjoyed it. I was sitting like this, ooh, there's a lot of tea in
There's
here,
a lot
Martha.
going on, and she's looking good. And it but it just made me like her even more. So mission accomplished.
Superhuman. We all go through things.
We do.
And it doesn't mean if you're a billionaire, you're exempt.
There you go. I love it. Listen, Adri V, always a pleasure.
Always.
Coming in and talking to you and talking about our hot topics because we spill the tea here. And if you want to connect with Adri V, you can connect with her on Facebook and Instagram at Adri V the Go-Getter, or visit her website for more and hear her on air Friday and Saturdays from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. at 93.7 WBLK. Thanks so much for coming in.
No problem.